Attorney.
To answer the question, Your Honor, the OSG cited the case of the United Church Board of World Ministries
Page.
versus Sebastian. This is government record number L.
Could you please speak closer to the mic?
Yes, the case of the United Church Board of World Ministries versus Sebastian. This is government record number L-34672, decided on 30 March 1988. This was a case of an alien resident who owned properties in the Philippines, devised to an American non-stock corporation. But subsequently, so the Supreme Court sustained the invalidity of such a legacy because they're foreigners. However, upon proof that ownership of the American corporation has passed on to a 100% Filipino corporation, the court ruled the defect in the will was rectified by the subsequent transfer of the property to a 100% owned, Filipino-owned corporation. So the reason being, the constitutional prohibition would be inapplicable because the ban's purpose of limiting land ownership to Filipinos would have been achieved. So in this case, Your Honor, the land remained with Filipinos. It was not transferred to. So I believe your question, Your Honor, is why is it that subsequently the sale was recognized valid, or the transfer of ownership was recognized valid when in the beginning it was owned by a foreigner?
No, but to cut you, that jurisprudence is a separate yung United Church Board of World Ministries, tama po? Versus Sebastian, yun yung kinok mo.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, that jurisprudence can only be applied if there is a regularity in the transaction. But in this case, there is a graph cases that was already filed. There is a collusion between the local government, the Chinese national supposedly claiming to own that land, and the former owner. Eh sinasabi mo kasi, quoting that position, kung regular. But this time, there is a pending case in the Ombudsman. There is also a pending investigation in the House that hindi pa lumalabas yung committee report namin. Pero ako personally, my conclusion is there is a collusion between the title holder, which is a Filipino, sold to a foreign national, which is now fugitive, and then sold to the government of Mexico, Pampanga. There is, the process or the transaction is irregular. So,
Your Honor, in such a case, I was not advised of the position of the office, Your Honor, and I know not of a Supreme Court decision that bears the same facts, and there being as yet no justiciable controversy, I will not dare to give an opinion of what the Supreme Court will say in this case, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Chairman, may we require the OSG to have an official opinion on the next hearing with regards to the issue that I raised?
Well, if that is possible, maybe we can ask the OSG to issue an opinion on the questions raised by Congressman Paduano. So,
kasi Chairman, for the record, I have here now the answer of OSG doon sa committee ko. And ang pag-intindi ko po, yung sagot nila is not favorable to the direction that we should have with regards to properties that should be reverted back to the government. Now, kasi ang ano ko nga, kaya ang tanong ko kanina, ang question of regularity, presumption of regularity, pwede. But dito kasi, it is already established that, well, in fact, Well, in fact, sabi ko na may pending case sa ombudsman. Now, ang hinahabol natin dito is the property. Kasi there is already one property owned by Mr. Eddie Yang, sabi ko na, which is a fugitive, a foreign national, which was sold to a Filipino in the person of Rodingo. But this Rodingo is still, it has to be established if indeed he's a Filipino. Di ba? Eh, kung ganyan yung opinion ng OSG, talong-talo dito yung gobyerno. Talong-talo dito ang mamamayan.
Mr. Chair.
With the indulgence of Congressman Paduano, Congressman Akop, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I know if the buyer of the property at issue is also a Filipino? Have we established that? RD, Register of Deeds. Are you sure that Mr. Rodingo is a Filipino?
Well, based on the record submitted, Your Honor, he represented that he was a Filipino.
Yun na yung tinatanong ko kasi if you look at the rationale of the opinion of the Solicitor General Representative, even so long as the land at issue is transferred to a Filipino, the mistakes are cured. Di po ba, Mr. Solicitor General, that is your opinion? Pursuant to that decision of
It would
the...
appear from the decision of the
Yes.
Supreme Court, Your Honor.
Yes. So, matanong ko, yung si Mr. Rodingo, Filipino, and from the records you said, Madam, na Filipino siya.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, may I ask who among the agencies of government would determine whether Mr. Rodingo is a Filipino or not? Kasi kung hindi siya Filipino, hindi applicable yung decision ng Supreme Court. So we have to know first whether the buyer is truly a Filipino citizen.
So who would have the records of, I'm sure the PSA would have the copy of the birth certificate of Mr. Rudy Ngo. Yes, Bureau of Immigration.
Mr. Chair, based on the records of the Bureau of Immigration, Rudy Ngo used a Philippine passport since he started his travel and up to his last arrival on 27 April 2024. He has consistently been using a Philippine passport.
But would that guarantee that he is a Filipino citizen?
No, Your Honor. We can only guarantee that he used a Philippine passport during his travel.
That is why I asked that question.
Yes, sir.
Kaya, which agency of government can definitely say that Mr. Rodingo is a Filipino? Kasi yun ang dapat may establish natin before the Solicitor General can use or anchor his answers in the decision of the Supreme Court. Di ba?
Yeah, because I agree with Congressman Akop, because in these personalities that we have stated earlier, there were misrepresentations. They are
Mr.
Chinese,
Mr.
but
Chair,
they are claiming to be Pinoys
Mr.
or
Chair,
Filipinos.
may I move that we invite this Rodingo? Because I think this will follow a bad precedent if ever that we allow, if ever that this guy is a Chinese citizen and bought the property from a Chinese citizen as well, pinaiikot lamang tayo ng mga to. So, let's invite this Rodingo, Mr. Chairman.
Chairman.
Okay, with the indulgence of Congressman Akop. Congressman Akop has the floor. Please continue, Congressman Akop.
PSA, could you submit the records that you have pertaining to a certain Mr. Rodingo?
Yes, Your Honor. We will submit a document, Your Honor.
Yes, para makita natin kasi parang kayo lang ang makapagsasabi kung Pilipino siya o hindi eh.
Yes, Your Honor. We submit.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Chairman. Anyway, last one to Chairman. Kasi ito, in the case of Willie Ong, Chairman, ito nangyari na kay Edith Yang. Soljen, please. Ito nangyari kay Edith Yang, which is also an associate of Willie Ong. doon sa Empire 999. Now, there are properties now. Well, in fact, if the chair will allow me to discuss later all the properties of and bank transactions of Willie Ong, there is an exigency to act on it. Kasi baka ang kaso na nangyari kay Eddie Yang, mangyayari din. Properties of Willie Ong as of now has not yet been sold. Now, LRA, I think you have to act on it. You recommend to OSG to have an adverse claim dun sa lahat na property ni Willie Ong.
Your Honor, we will follow up on our request to the OSG on this matter.
When
I get back to the office, Your Honor.
Please,
Yes,
ganon din po kay Eddie Yang. Kasi Eddie Yang was already established that he is a Chinese citizen using Chinese passport. And that passport he's holding, a Filipino passport, he's not using it for the past several years. BID na mismo ang nagbigay ng record. Now we are not doing something about it. And this is the interest of this country and the people of this country. Matagal na to, isang taon na to eh. Sumalubong lang tong hearing ni Chairman Barbers because of the drugs. And I hope OSG, gawan nyo ng paraan. Hindi pwede to. Well, in fact, kaya nga gusto ko sana si Guevara na mismo nandito eh. He was present yesterday doon sa EJK. Tinanong ko rin siya. But now, I think, Chairman, kasi iba yung opinion niya eh. Pinirmahan niya. Ang sinasabi ko, question of presumption of regularity. Okay yun. Pero in this case, may case sa ombudsman. Magkaiba to. Well, in fact, the mayor of Mexico, Pampanga, was already dismissed twice. Wala. Sorry, Chairman, no? Napaka-emotional ko, pero parang walang ginagawa yung mga agencies natin to help us. This is not only an inquiry in aid of legislation. This is also part of our oversight function. How this agency perform their mandate. Kaya, LRA, please.
Yes, Your Honor, we commit to follow up. When I get
Dalawa
back,
po yun.
Chair.
The properties of Willie Ong and the properties of Eddie Tiang.
Yes, sir.
And baka yung iba to follow na yun. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair, I would like to agree with Congressman Paduano, Chairman at Paduano, kasi established na naman natin nandiyan ang SEC, tapos si Willie Ong hindi naman Pilipino, Chinese 45% siya, si Jack Yang hindi rin Pilipino 5% siya, si Eddie Yang 5%, 55% sila in violation of the 60-40 ruling of owning the properties. And I think it is incumbent upon the sa OSG. Attorney, makinig ka naman. That mag-ano kayo ng adverse claim dito para mahabol natin tong mga taong ito na binili yung ating mga properties knowingly na hindi naman sila mga Pilipinos. Hindi ba nakikita na ang nangyayari po dito ay nagiging province na tayo ng China? Sa dami ng mga properties na binibili nila, 292 titles dito pa lamang sa Empire 999. Wala pa yung Golden Sun, wala pa yung Poolwin, wala pa yung Yatay Industrial Park, Yatay International, Omni. Ano pa yung hindi namin alam? Ano magiging natin dito? Magiging parte na tayo ng China. Alam niyo ba yun? Yun ang repercussion dito and we have to do something about it. And Attorney Suwa, kanina may binanggit ka, so yung Bernice, ang napangasawa, si Dennis Tam. Is that right?
Denise is the sister of Bernice, Your Honor.
Sino yung napangasawa niya na sinasabi mong Pilipina?
The name there is Tan. I do not have the details.
So anong pangalan ang napangasawa ka mo kaya siya na-legitimize as a Filipino because she married a Filipino husband.
Yes, Your Honor.
How sure are we that he is also a Filipino? He's really a Filipino.
I am not in a position
Ayun. Same situation kung kay Rudy Ngo. Hindi rin natin alam. Hindi nyo napapansin? Ngo, Hong, Si, Yang, An, Ni, Ting, lahat na Chinese na. Invading na to. Investigation na pinagagawa natin dito. Attorney, so we hope that you, together with the Secretary Guevara, you discuss this truthfully, honestly, and with the love of the country. Kasi ibang sitwasyon na itong pinag-uusapan natin dito. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor. I think it is of record that the Solicitor General's office have been consistently acting on the endorsements of the LRA since 1901, Your Honor. So
inconsistently.
As soon as the LRA endorses this case,
Attorney, with your indulgence, inconsistently.
Consistently.
Consistently. Don't be a part of those people who are trying to sell our country. We have new Makapilis, and trying to sell the authentic identity of the Filipinos. Yun ang nangyayari sa atin. We are selling the identity of the Filipinos for a cheap price. PSA, you need to reform. Kitang-kita na namin dito sa kongresong ito, sa committee na to, kung sino ang nagbebenta ng prescribed identity of the Filipinos. Kakaunti pa lang itong pinag-uusapan natin. We don't know yet. If we will be able to find out the database of that Ulysses, we will be able to find out ilan ang nagbenta ng identity ng mga Pilipino.
Thank you, Your Honor. OSG, ang sabi lang naman ni Honorable Paduano, kung meron pa tayong pwedeng gawin na paraan na legal, in spite of the fact na merong ruling ang Korte Suprema, ang sinasabi lang naman ng Korte Suprema it solved yung problem of constitutionality. Di ba? But are we bereft of any legal actions doon sa mga transactions na hindi tama?
There are remedies, Your Honor.
Yes, yun nga yung tinatanong ni Honorable Paduano kanina. Kaya tuloy, nasasabi na wala kayong ginagawa Pero, di ba?
I was, Your Honor, I agree with what you're saying, but if you notice, I wanted to be clarified before answering the question. If the question was pertaining to this in particular, and if he's referring to, because he's saying that the Solicitor General already had issued an opinion, and then this is the opinion that he is quoting. But there are remedies, Your Honor, as I mentioned earlier, for example, reversion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the cancellation of the title issued to a foreign national, Your Honor.
Or as the Honorable Fernandez stated, can the state not file an adverse claim? O yun ang sinabi, narinig mo naman si Honorable Fernandez.
It would be the reversion, Your Honor, is our position. That the property that was the titled property, titled to a foreign national, that should be canceled, and the ownership would revert to the state.
To the state?
Yes.
Okay. I leave it at that. But insofar as the decision of the Supreme Court is concerned, it only ruled on the constitutionality of...
Constitutional ban, Your Honor, of prohibiting foreign ownership of real property.
Because that was the issue at hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in this case, the real property did not go out of the Philippines.
Yeah.
It remained in the ownership of a Filipino citizen.
Yes.
Did not go out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, may I go to Attorney Suwa?
Yes, please. Attorney Suwa.
Ang claim po ninyo, Attorney Suwa, Miss, who is that? Vernice Yang?
Bernice and Denise Kaya.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes,
Yeah.
Bernice Kaya.
She acquired her Filipino citizenship 2 years ago.
Thereabouts, Your Honor.
And using or anchoring her basis, the Moya Lim Yao versus Commissioner of Immigration decision of the Supreme Court, right?
That is my understanding, Your Honor.
Yes, which was decided in October 4 of 1971. Right?
Do not have the exact details.
I have it here.
Yes, Your Honor.
I have a copy of the decision. Now, according to, you claim that Denise Yang ba yun?
Sister, yes, Your Honor.
Denise Yang.
Yes.
Bernice and
Bernice.
Denise. Dalawa sila.
Sino yung nag-asawa at si Bernice?
Bernice.
Si Bernice, okay.
Bernice, Your Honor.
You claim that she acquired Filipino citizenship based on marriage.
Yes, Your Honor, that's my understanding.
That was in 1971, the decision. Was this decision not abrogated by the 1987 Constitution?
I'm not clear.
You're a lawyer.
Yes.
Oh,
That is still
nowhere in the provisions on citizenship of the Constitution can you see that an alien who marries a Filipino can become a Filipino citizen.
Yes, I understand. There's no
So
such provision.
how can that be applicable when the Constitution does not say so?
That has been the practice, Your Honor, over the years since my.
Whose practice is that?
That has been practiced with the Bureau of Immigration, Your Honor, for the acquisition
let's ask
of
the Bureau of
Philippine
Immigration
citizenship.
then. Bureau of Immigration, yung basis na nag-acquire ng citizenship is a Supreme Court decided in October 4, 1971. But we had a new constitution in 1987. And nowhere in the provisions of citizenship in that constitution, makita natin na pwede yun. Ano po ang masasabi nyo? Sabi ni Attorney Suwa, ginagamit, it has been your practice, according to him.
Mr. Chair, from what I know, although I don't handle this particular type of visa, it's referred to as cancellation of citizenship, cancellation of ACR by marriage. So this is only available to female foreign nationals. Once they marry a Filipino, they can have their ACR canceled and they can be naturalized as Filipinos. So this action, Your Honor, is approved by the Bureau of Immigration and later affirmed by the Secretary of Justice.
Yeah, but what is your legal basis?
I don't have the exact legal basis, Your Honor, but I undertake to submit it during the next meeting.
Submit to us.
Yes, Your
Kasi,
Honor.
Binabasa ko yung Article 4 on citizenship. The following are citizens of the Philippines. Those are citizens of the Philippines at the time of the adoption of this constitution. Madam Yang does not fall under this, right, Attorney? Yes. Those whose fathers or mothers are citizens of the Philippines, she does not fall under this also. Tama po? Those born before January 17, 1973 of Filipino mothers, she's not under this also kasi both Chinese yung parents niya. Those who are naturalized in accordance with law, that is the question yung BI. Di ba? Was she naturalized?
She acquired the Philippine citizenship in accordance with the procedures.
Hindi mo naman sinasagot, Attorney, yung tanong ko eh. We know that there's a naturalization process provided for by law. Di po ba?
Yes,
Kaya
Your Honor.
tinatanong ko, did she undergo the naturalization process?
There was no judicial naturalization, Your Honor.
Yun ang sinabi ko, BI. That is why I want to know whether you have a legal basis of doing this. Kasi kung wala kang legal basis, you're usurping the power to legislate. Tama?
To a certain extent, Your Honor, but as I've said, I'll get back to the committee regarding that. But usually in the certificates, they were quoting the Moya Lim decision, Your Honor.
Yes, but that was in 1971. And we have a new constitution enacted in 1987.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, ano ba? Bugato ka rin yata, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
But eventually, Your Honor, all those actions of the Bureau of Immigration are affirmed by the Secretary of Justice. It is not only a unilateral act by the Commissioner.
I agree that it is affirmed by the Secretary of Justice. But my question is, what is the basis of your exercise of that authority. You must have a legal basis. Otherwise, it's arbitrary and whimsical. Who?
Your Honor, the legal basis would be, as mentioned by Attorney Sua, would be the Moya Lim Doctrine.
Yeah,
but yes, Your
don't
Honor.
you think it has been abrogated by the new constitution when it enumerated those who can become citizens of this country?
No, Your Honor.
What?
No, Your Honor.
It is not abrogated?
No, Your Honor.
No?
Yes, Your Honor.
Believe din ako sa iyo. You mean to tell me a decision of the Supreme Court contrary to the new constitution, the old Supreme Court decision would still be followed?
Actually, Your Honor, from what I know, it's not contrary to the to the Constitution. But as I've said, Your Honor, I can get back to you with the legal basis.
I'll be patient to wait for your legal anchor, attorney.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Akop. Yes,
Mr. Chair,
Congressman Fernandez.
I would like to reiterate my my motion a while ago kasi hindi natin nabigyan ng aksyon yung si Hong, the one who bought the property of Eddie Yang, si Rudy Ngo be invited in the next hearing. And also, I think the husband of Bernice Kai Yang, which kanina pinag-uusapan po natin to shed light up to all these questions that we are trying to ferret out, yung si Pierre Son Adrian Gotan. Ito po yung napangasawa ni Bernice Kai Yang. So may we also invite this person to shed light on his true nationality, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, there's a motion, duly seconded, and hearing no objection, the motion of Congressman Dan Fernandez is approved.
And also, Mr. Chairman, I would like to invite those Chinese nationals who have been caught negotiating with the government agencies on having a Filipino passport, driver's license, and using our agencies as a part of their being a Filipino citizen.
Sige. Paige, can we ask the Chinese citizens that is in the holding area to be brought here in this committee room? But before that, the chair has an information which I think would need a verification from this pertains to information relative to the transactions of Empire 999 or a certain Mr. Willie Ong. You know, and of course, this information was just forwarded to this representation. And if it will not violate any provisions of any existing law, I would like to ask the Anti-Money Laundering Council to validate and verify the veracity of this information. Can we show it on the screen, please? Ito po ay mga transaksyon na kung saan merong kinalaman si Mr. Willie Ong. No? At ito mga data na ipapakita namin sa inyo, yung mga amount or transfers of money na dumaan sa pangalang Mr. Willie Ong at yung mga kumpanya na nakarehistro under kay Mr. Willie Ong. No, I'm not sure if this is 100% truthful, but I'd like to ask the agencies concerned to help us validate this. Can we? Okay. So, ito, makikita po natin dito. Pwede bang palakihan yan? Ayan. Makikita natin, no? Several transactions. Merong 85 million, merong 30 million, merong 10 million, 12 million, 8 million. At lahat to itong transaction na ito, apparently, ay may kaugnayan kay Mr. Willie Ong. No? Nakakagulat kasi itong mga transaksyon ito meron ding impormasyon na karating sa amin na hindi lamang si Mr. Willie Ong, no? Si A.D. Yang kasama, si Sunflare Corporation, PSM Pampanga Steel Merchandising Corporation, Fuel Zone Gas Station, ito, nakakagulat, Willie Ong, Fuel Gas Station, 85 million na transaksyon sa isang gas station. Grandmore Philippines Steel Corporation. So, this is a very vital piece of information that we only received from an anonymous sender. And we'd like to ask the agencies concerned to validate this, and maybe you can use this in your own investigation. Nakakagulat lamang kasi po ang total nitong transaksyon nito ay 1.6 billion pesos sa isang pangalan, no? Yung Mr. Willie Ong at yung A.D. Yang, no? So makikita po natin dito na may mga kumpanyang nagamit, kagaya po nitong Sky Dragon Steel Center, Sunflare, dun sa Sunflare, napakaraming transaksyon. So, ano pa ba itong mga, meron pang Willie Ong, Michelle Santos C, at yung Morning Sun Industry, yung number 28. Pakita natin sa pinakababa, number 28. Ito, merong 1.1 million, no? Ngayon, ang medyo dapat po sigurong maano natin dito. Sino bang may-ari ng Sunflare? Sino bang nakakaalam ng may-ari? SEC? Would you have records of the Sunflare Corporation? Sino ba ang mga... So, yung San Simon, yung Sunflare. What about this Morning Sun Industry?
Mr. Chairman, just to support the claims of the chairman. Ito kasing Sunflare, Mr. Chairman, it was also part of my investigation in my committee. Now, Sunflare is ang incorporator dyan is also A.D. Yang. But with regards to Morning Sun, Mr. Chairman, this is located in San Antonio, Mexico, Pampanga, and is the mayor or the vice mayor is present today of Mexico, Pampanga?
We invited the current mayor. Can we ask them to please take a seat dito, Mayor? Andito rin yung
the vice mayor is also present.
Vice mayor at saka si Architect Tumang.
Architect Tumang is also present, brother. And the former vice mayor, now the municipal administrator, Mr. Chairman.
Can you please take a seat here? Yes, please.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Kasi ang pag-intindi ko, itong Morning Sun is not a corporation. It is owned by the former mayor, dismissed mayor, Teddy Tumang.
So the owner of Morning Sun?
Yun ang pag-intindi ko, and I just like to confirm it sa kay Alex Tumang because he's present now. Do you confirm that Morning Sun, remember you're under oath, is owned by your brother, the former mayor, Teddy Tumang?
Mr. Chair, I don't have knowledge regarding on that company, Morning Sun Industry.
Wala kang knowledge?
I don't have knowledge, Mr.
Anyway,
Chair.
Hindi pa tayo tapos dyan. I'll just ask, Vice Mayor, si Ron, please. Now, the brother of Mayor Tumang, the person of Alex Tumang, has no knowledge with regards to this Morning Sun industry. Now, Vice Mayor Siron, are you familiar with Morning Sun Industry?
Ay, hindi po.
Hindi?
Hindi ko po alam
You're
yung
the
Morning
Vice Mayor
Sun.
now of Mexico,
Of Mexico.
Pampanga.
Opo.
And you do not know that this Morning Sun is located in San Antonio, Mexico, Pampanga. You don't know?
Hindi ko po alam yung Morning Sun, sir. Morning Sun Industry.
Sec, walang ano to, no? Sec registration because my information is ito, individual owned by Teddy Tumang. So you don't know.
Is this company registered in Pampanga? Perhaps in Mexico? Perhaps the mayor can
Yeah, that's
certify.
why I'm asking now the Vice Mayor. Now
Opo.
he does not know now.
Wala po akong alam doon sa Morning Sun, sir.
Vice, you're
Opo,
under
opo.
oath.
Yes, sir.
Baka
Yes,
mamaya
sir.
may tatanong ako sa iyo.
Opo, hindi ko po alam,
Hindi mo
sir.
alam?
Hindi ko po alam. Wala
So,
po akong
wala kang
knowledge,
alam na may
personal
Morning
knowledge.
Sun.
Wala po, wala po.
Oh, sige. Iwanan muna kita. Former Vice Mayor, now the Municipal Administrator of Mexico, Pampanga. Are you familiar with Morning Sun?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh. You're the former Vice Mayor, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're the former Vice Mayor of
Ex-Mayor Teddy Tumang.
Teddy Tumang. And during your infancy as Vice Mayor, si Vice Mayor Seron is already a councilor?
Barangay Captain.
Barangay Captain. What barangay?
Kamuning.
Kamuning. Now, ito na lang po, Administrator. So you confirm that there is Morning Sun is existing in San Antonio, Mexico, Pampanga.
As a municipal administrator, as per our record, nakita ko po yung renewal ng kanyang business permit.
When was that?
This year,
This
2024.
And in that renewal of the business permit, who owns that Morning Sun?
Sa unang pagbayad niya po si Teddy Tumang, tapos ngayon po linipat na po sa ibang pangalan.
Sinong pangalan?
Yung anak niya po si John Tumang.
Sa anak niya?
Apo.
Now, Mr. Chairman, may I move that we will invite once again Mayor Teddy Tumang and the mentioned son with regards to this Morning Sun.
Okay.
Vice,
Opo.
hindi pa tayo tapos dito.
Opo. Opo, sir.
So there is a motion to invite
Mayor Teddy Tumang
Mayor
and
Teddy Tumang
the son.
and his son.
Yeah, and his son. Kasi previously daw, yung supposedly the ownership was with Teddy Tumang, now with his son. So dapat lang patawag natin yung dalawa.
Okay. So there's a motion to invite Teddy Tumang and the son in the next
Sino
scheduled
pangalan
hearing
ng anak?
of the Committee on
John
Dangerous
Tumang.
and John Tumang.
John Tumang.
In the next scheduled committee hearing of the Committee on Dangerous Drugs, duly
Mr. Chairman,
seconded. Hearing no objection, the motion is approved.
last na Mr. Chairman with regards to this issue.
Paduano.
Now, kung titingnan mo Mr. Chairman, but of course this is not yet validated and we ask the AMLAC to validate if indeed this information is true and correct. Now, if you trace the Empire 999, Mr. Chairman, kung saan yung bodega nila, kung saan napabayari ni Willie Ong, nakuna ng droga, that property, the land was sold by Alex Tumang and of course Teddy Tumang. Then now, here comes Morning Sun, which is owned by Teddy Yang and passed through to his son, has a transaction with Willie Ong. Million po ang pinag-usapan dito.
That's correct.
Mr. Chairman. Kaya, dapat lang patawag talaga natin once again, si Mayor Teddy Tumang at saka yung anak niya to clarify this issue. Now, Vice, marami pa akong itatanong sa iyo because last hearing, when the chair or the members of this committee asked you with regards to your personal knowledge with Willie Ong, you refused to answer. And your answer is, you do not know Willie Ong.
No, sir. Hindi ko po talaga personally alam po si Willie Ong. Pero yung time po kasi tinawagan po ako ng barangay captain ng San Jose Malino. That was nung first pa lang po ng natin hearing. So parang kino-question po kasi ni barangay captain ng San Jose Malino dahil nagkaroon na po ng problem doon sa
sorry, Vice, I just cut you short kasi
Okay
may
po.
iba pang ano.
Okay po.
Anyway, ganito lang, ma'am. Last ko na lang. Pero babalikan kita maybe not today, maybe in the next hearing.
Okay po.
Are you a real estate broker?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For now, Mr. Chairman, doon lang muna ako kay Vice. Sige. Because the invited
Mr. Chairman.
present now.
Okay. Yeah, that is the reason why I was about to interject kasi you're in the long pause. So can we proceed to the next issue that